This video is sponsored by YourApp, the number one mental health app to help you with your cravings, addiction, or anything else that you're dealing with mentally. YourApp is for anyone who wants to be their best self or who needs help with their addictions. Link in description to try YourApp now. Alrighty, I got Jayson King here, Josh's dad and Josh's coach. So, Jayson, you've coached Josh since he was very young. What's it been like seeing him go from a little kid to the fighter he is today?
Inspirational, purely because of his journey, and at times it hasn't been easy for him, and he's been faced with challenges that most wouldn't have been faced with, and for him to him to have been able to work through that stuff and to be now competing on the world stage is, it's inspirational. It really is.
Yeah, I think a lot of what he's gone through would have broken a lot of people, but he came out the other end.
He came out the other end and, strives, and I don't think you could break him. Whatever he wants, he'll go and get it, and he is always the hardest worker in the room, and he always just leaves it all there. So, yeah.
100%. Yeah, and you came to Thailand for a couple of days, and unfortunately you won't be there for the fight. But why was it so important for you to come out here to Thailand to see his training?
Look, I've been with him for years, and I couldn't tell you that the last time I missed a fight was when he was back here with Sangten as a 15-year-old. So that was the last time I wasn't in his corner. Look, he was meant to fight on the 15th, and it didn't. I booked the ticket, and it so happened that it got moved to the 22nd, and I couldn't make it. He's in great hands here at Sangten Gym with everyone. So look, but I wanted to see him, to see how his training was coming off the back of an injury, and to see where he was at and how he's progressing. And I've been by his side from day one, so it's always good to touch base and make sure that, not make sure, I know he's training right, but it's nice to just be there with him.
Yeah, for sure. And how difficult is it being Josh's dad and his coach and wearing those two hats?
It's had its challenges. Yeah, it's had its challenges, and there's been times where it's been, very challenging, because as he grew as a fighter and become stronger and better, he became more of a man, and he just pushed the pace. So look, I think we butted heads a little bit as he became a man, but for the most part, it's dad or the coach. And I've been lucky enough to have a couple of other good guys with Clayton. He's been a big part of Josh's journey for a lot of years too, so having him in the background really helps. It allows me to be able to step away at times. And also Mona's been a great influence for Josh in the gym, and just having those guys, and now being over here living and breathing it and actually getting the chance to live it, I can sit back and be the dad and know that he's in great hands. And it's nice to be able to sit back as the father and watch it. And I get more as a coach also, because I can watch more instead of being in it. So
Yeah. What's changed the most with Josh as he's grown into a man and evolved as a fighter?
His maturity, his decision making. He was never a lazy trainer, so the intensity in his training has never been in question. I think how he's evolved, and he's become more independent. He doesn't need. I don't need to do the things that I would have once did. He does them for himself. I think that's the great thing, is just watching him as mature and being able to take responsibility for himself. Not that he never did, but it exceeds what I ever thought, actually, of what I expected. He always goes above and beyond. So
yeah, less hovering him and more just letting him do what he needs
to do.
Yeah,
and he does it very well. So I guess that would be it.
For sure. And from what you've seen at the gym so far, how do you think Josh is looking going into RWS, and is there anything you'd change from what you've seen at the gym, or his style or anything?
No, I love it. I couldn't be happier, and it's nice for him to be in this environment. It's been nice to watch, and I wouldn't change a thing. Okay, go and do your thing. It's going to be great. yeah, he's a special kid.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's just because he's my son, but I've met a lot of people over the years, different people with different ambitions, and he's different.
Yeah.
He's different.
Yeah, I think anyone that knows him can kind of
Yeah.
account for that. Like, you know, what he was doing last year, you know, working 10-hour days, concreting, training twice a day
Yeah.
in between.
And nutrition was on point. These are the things that if you want to be a fighter and you say you're a fighter, get out and really have a red hot go. Get everything. Just do the same stuff on repeat, and the intensity, and
Yeah. What do you think a win for Josh this weekend does for his career? And where do you see like the next stages after winning this weekend? Obviously not getting too ahead of ourselves, but...
I just want to see him back in the ring, back at RWS. I want to see a strong performance, a very strong performance, and we'll take it from there. But wholly and solely focused on fighting at RWS and getting back in the rankings. But let's get this fight done first and have a strong fight, and we'll look at it from there.
And as a coach, what's one thing you want him to remember when he gets in the ring this weekend?
To remember.
Like if you could say one thing to him and like get him to like just jog his memory with one thing, what would it be?
Make him feel your power first.
That's such a Jayson King thing to say. And as a dad, what are you most proud of him of?
Oh, Dylan. His resilience. The way he can come back from being down and out, and his resilience and his fight. Yeah. If I ever wanted anyone beside me, it would be him. But yeah.
Yeah. And if there's one thing, like if Josh is watching this before the fight, if there's one thing that you just want to say to him, what is it?
Make him feel your power first. And I love you.
There you go.
And I'm very proud of you.
Thanks, Big Nuts. Oof.
Thanks, Dill.